Guys, you guys have successfully bullied me into doing a watch along. Successfully. Because I'm not gonna lie, about 15-20 minutes ago, I was getting sleepy. But I said no, I have to persevere. I committed to it. I said I'm going to do a double watch along every single day this week for the Champions League. And that's what exactly we're going to do. I've even got my cup of tea right here. Slytherin gang, if you lot know about Harry Potter, you know right there, Slytherin gang. That's what I would be part of if I was in Harry Potter. Big up to everyone locked in. I have so many screens in front of me right now. I'm bugging out. Be sure to hit the like button, guys. Be sure to subscribe as well if you're new here. What do you lot think of the Arsenal game? We've got 2 watch-alongs here. Obviously, I'll have my eye on the Spurs-Villarreal game. But the main part of the watch along today, obviously, is Real Madrid versus Marseille and Juventus versus Dortmund. And I think that Juventus versus Dortmund game, I think that's going to be the game that gives us the goals. Out of all the games, I think that one is going to have a lot of goals. Big up to Ridwan, big up to Stephen in the chat as well. Be sure to hit the like button, guys. Be sure to subscribe. Let's start with lineups. Lineups for Real Madrid, because Vinicius is actually on the bench for Real Madrid. They got a relatively stacked bench. They got Camavinga on the bench. They got obviously Garcia on the bench. They got Bellingham on the bench as well as who else? They've also got Diaz on the bench, Ibrahim Diaz. So they got a pretty stacked bench, if you want to say that. But in terms of starting lineup, everyone likes to talk about Xabi Alonso and his back 3, back 4. He ain't playing that. He's playing a back 4. However, with saying that, we're going to watch how he actually plays in-game. You got Courtois in goal. Trent starts at right back. He hasn't been starting as of recent. Militao and Dean Howson, centre-back pairing. At left-back, we've got Man United's formerly very own Alvaro Fernandez. Oh, I think he goes by the name Correas now. In midfield, a midfield pivot of Fede Valverde and Tchouaméni. And then you got Mastantuono, Arda Güler and Rodrigo with Mbappe up top. And then on the flip side, well, Marseille have an interesting team. I'm not going to lie, they have a very interesting team. I cannot believe Benjamin Pavard plays for Marseille. Where was I when Benjamin Pavard started playing for Marseille? But of course, if you lot didn't know, Marseille frontline is led by none other than Aubameyang. Yes, Aubameyang is the striker. I don't know. I feel like we've gone like 5 years back. But Aubameyang up front. You got Greenwood on the right, O'Reilly in the 10 with Timothy Weah. I think Timothy Weah is the only person in world football right now who can say that his father was a president at some point in his lifetime. Timothy Weah, Kondogbia in the middle with Højbjerg, Emerson, Berardi, Pavard, Medina and Rulli in goal. So that is the lineup for Real Madrid versus Marseille. Then Juve versus Dortmund is an interesting team because, guys, I said this about Inter Milan under Diego Simeone, but now it feels like Juventus are now bringing back what people like to call the 2-man step, if you know what that is. If you don't know what that is, the 2-man step is also in reference to the 2-man striker partnership. And that is what Juve are playing today. Openda and Jonathan David up front, 2 players that they signed this summer transfer window. Of course, in their back 3, they got Kalulu, Bremer and Kelly. I mean, Lloyd Kelly playing for Juve is always a weird one for me. I think he scored on the weekend as well. And then you got McKennie, Cooper Miners, you got Thuram Cambiasso, and then you got Kenan Yildiz, one of my favourite young players to watch outside of the Premier League, Kenan Yildiz in the 10. And then Dortmund, well, Dortmund equally I could say are stacked. A couple of names, but the big marquee names that you guys will know is Adeyemi, you will know Guirassy, obviously you'll know former Manchester United loanee player in Sabitzer, and obviously you'll know Kobo as well, the goalkeeper. Angel Gomez on the bench. Yes, Angel Gomez is also on the bench for Marseille. Marseille have quite a few decent players, I would say, on the bench. Another young player that I like is Amin Guri. He ain't even young, bro. He's like 24, 25 years old. But he's a good young talent. And obviously, Real Madrid are missing quite a few players to injury, including Rudiger, which is obviously why Militao is starting at the centre-back pairing with Howson. Now, let's just quickly actually talk about Spurs. I know the watch-along ain't going to really watch Spurs. I know, like, why would I want to watch Spurs when that should have been us? I'm joking. All jokes aside. 4-3-3. Thomas Frank in his first ever Champions League game, and Spurs are back in the Champions League, which sounds weird to say. Vicario in goal. You got Pedro Porro at right back, Romero van der Ven and Dej Spence. That's the back 4. You got a midfield of Bergvall, Bentancur and Sarr. I actually interviewed Sarr. I don't know if I told you like that. That was one of my first interviews that I was a part of for the Premier League, was interviewing Sarr. And then I think he went on to score the weekend after. the weekend after I interviewed him. And then the front line of Mohamed Kudus, Richarlison, and Xavi Simons. Out of the three of them, I think only Xavi Simons can act like you. Like you can say to you can't say to Xavi Simons, act like you've been here before, because he's been here before. He's been in the champs before with Leipzig. Kudus with, I would say, Ajax. But that's about it. But that's the lineups for the 3 games. Obviously, 2 games already happened. That Arsenal game, I'm not gonna lie, was a snooze fest up until, I would say, the 60th minute. Maybe up until basically the changes were made. I think that Arsenal game was not entertaining. But I always feel like, I'm not gonna lie, whether it's Champions League or whether it's Europa League or whatever, I always feel like the earlier kickoffs in the day are just never that entertaining in comparison to the later kickoffs. So I don't know. I didn't expect many goals for that. In terms of Real Madrid, Marseille, Juve versus Borussia Dortmund, I've already said it. I think Juve and Dortmund will be the goal thriller out of all the games tonight. Let me actually see what other games. PSV got their asses handed to them by debutants in the Champions League. And then the other game is Benfica versus Qarabag. So that's the other game that's happening alongside these games today. Tomorrow, big matchups. Thursday, big matchups. And I've actually committed to doing because I want to be a woman of my word. I want to commit to what I promised, but I don't know why I committed to doing 3 watch-alongs back to back, like 3 days in a row, especially tomorrow, because I've got a shoot tomorrow and I will be home like probably just before the game starts, give or take, probably just before the game starts. Sancho gets his Villa debut in 8 minutes. Okay, yeah, it's the EFL Cup. I didn't even realise that. Did not even realise it's the EFL Cup, and Jadon Sancho is starting on the right-hand side for Aston Villa there against Brentford. I mean, I ain't got it in me to watch a EFL Cup, I'm not going to lie. Not at this stage. Not at this stage of the EFL Cup. I don't have it in me. But it's all about Champions League. In terms of predictions, guys, for the Champions League, I really think Chelsea could do some damage. Like, I don't know what it is, but something is saying to me. Chelsea for me are the dark... I don't know if I should label them the dark horses or the underdogs. I don't know what's the right thing to call them. Dark horses or underdogs. I'm gonna say they're the dark horses, because I think a lot of people are not anticipating much from Chelsea. But I also think the depth that they have is out of this world when it comes to other teams. You got Real Madrid as well, who have really good depth. Real Madrid got really, really good depth. And if you lot don't notice, guys, I have to put my chair like this. Otherwise, you see in that reflection, you lot will be able to see the entire game and I'll get done for copyright. So I've got to sit my chair like this way, basically. It's a big shame to the Glazers, Sir Jim, Ruben, Bruno Fernandes, for them to sit quietly at home while we, the fans of big clubs at Man United, sit at home and watch other top teams play. That's valid. That is a valid concern. But yeah, predictions for Champions League. I think firstly, one thing that I don't really like about this new style, the league format, I just don't like the fact that, like, it doesn't matter if today Real Madrid lose to Marseille. Like, before, I felt like most group stage games counted. I feel like the group stage games, it always counted. So, you could have, like now I feel like teams are more likely to, rest someone, rest players midweek if they've got a big fixture on the weekend in their league. Whereas in the group stage format, I just felt like everyone took every game seriously. It was only 6 games. Now you get 8 games. And, last year you saw Liverpool finish top of the table, drew PSG. And PSG went on to win the competition. You saw the likes of Man City, who just about qualified. PSG won the competition and they just about qualified. So I don't know. Sometimes I like the thrill of the league format, because you're guaranteed for the big teams to meet each other. Because there's no such thing. A team from the first, group, whatever tier, you can draw 2 people from each tier basically. So you're guaranteed to play another big team. I like that. But then also, I don't like the fact that teams don't really be taking it seriously. I think people are expecting a big upset from Marseille today. I don't know what it is. People are expecting Marseille to cause some damage against Real Madrid. And one thing I will say is that for me, Real Madrid have just not been or the most convincing, even under Xabi Alonso. And I think under Xabi Alonso, it is still that learning period for them. It's still that learning phase. They're still, and also, most importantly, they've had some injuries in their team. Obviously, Jude Bellingham had his surgery after the Club World Cup, so he's not been a part of it. But then, similar to Chelsea, I think Real Madrid have a lot of good depth in their team, and I think that, you know, one thing that I think stands out for them, if the teams are gonna go for Real Madrid's weakness points, their Achilles heels, I think is that Trent Militao side. If they target that Trent Militao side, and I think it's Timothy Weah that's playing on that side. If Marseille target that side, I think they can get a goal from that side. But also in the Juve Dortmund game, I'm telling you lot, guys, I don't want to say I'm the oracle, but that Juve Dortmund game, I think, will have goals for us. Dortmund can score, Juve can score, and both of them just have piss average defense. I think you saw it this weekend in Juve versus Inter. Big up to Gaz as well in the chat. It would be funny if Nicolas Pepe bags against Tottenham. Yeah, I think, you know what? There's someone. Hold on. Since when does Mikatadze play for Villarreal? When did they buy him on like deadline day? I do not recall. Like, as far as I remember Mikatadze being linked to Sunderland, and then when I was looking at the lineups today, I just see him up front with Perez, and I'm thinking, whoa, when the hell did he join Villarreal? But let me know your predictions in the chat. Both games are getting ready to kick off. Let me get my headset on so I can hear the commentary. We're good for the audio there. I hate watching multiple games at once, guys. I think I said this to you lot the other day on the United Women's Watch Along. I hate watching two games at once because it's hard for me to know where to watch. Right now, I've got the main game on the big screen for me right now is Real Madrid versus Marseille, and then on my tablet here I've got Juve versus Dortmund, and then here I got my scoreboard, and then here I got you guys and the chat. He joined in August 29th. I thought he was going to join. If Sunderland managed to pull that off, I would have rated them so much. Like, I already rated their window, but if they managed to pull off Mikatadze, the fact that Lyon didn't even have to sell to the level that they did is crazy. But we're ready. I'm going to go Juve Dortmund. I'm going to go 3-2. 3-2 to Juve. And Real Madrid Marseille, I'm going to go 2-0 Real Madrid. Maybe 2-1. I'm going to say, but all the teams of the games that I'm watching right now, they're going to score. I saw the EA Sports FC 26 videos on YouTube. They had so many celebs on it. Saw Fabrizio on it too. Yeah, they had like they're doing like a streaming day for like the big streamers and whatnot. So they're all streaming from the FC. I don't know if it's the headquarters or what it is. But I'm actually going to the launch event next week. Obviously, the game is out this Friday for early release. And then the main release day is next Friday. So the day before the main release, they always have like a launch event. So this will be my third one in a row I think I'm going to. I love the Juve kit, by the way. It looks a bit Aston Villa-ish. Don't you guys think so? The Juve kit, black Juve kit, the emblem is looking... It's looking a bit Aston Villa-ish. I pre-ordered it. Bro, I'm not going to lie. I would not drop 90 quid on a game. I haven't dropped 90... I ain't paid for a game in like... Basically, since I started making gaming content or any sort of content, I've been fortunate enough not to pay for games. I think one game I paid for was Spider-Man 2 years ago. And I brought it for my nephew. I didn't even buy it for myself. But I'm looking forward to FC. I can't lie. I'm actually looking forward to FC this year. Pro clubs, we will be there. Make United great again. It will be returning because we definitely need it this year. So that will be back. And what else? I might do some... The thing is if I get the time to play Ultimate Team, do you know how time consuming it is for me to also do clips? It's just, I can't be asked. I really, really can't be asked. There you go. We got the lineups for Real Madrid. It's a 4-3-3 for them. We're lucky, guys. We get to watch Kane and Yildiz on one screen, and we get to watch Arda Güler on another screen. By the way, Dortmund are sponsored by Vodafone. Why? Their kit is looking a bit United-ish. Their kit is looking a bit United-ish. I can't wait. Do you know what watch-alongs I'm looking forward to doing, guys? I'm looking forward to doing the watch-alongs for Monaco. Just for when Pogba's back. The Dortmund game is about to kick off. But I'm still waiting for the Madrid game to kick off. So you lot might be a couple of seconds ahead of me. I need Napoli to slap up City. It's going to be so weird to see Kevin De Bruyne assist Højlund. And we got kickoff in the Dortmund game. Yeah, I'm gonna go Juve Dortmund 3-2, Real Madrid Marseille 2-1. That's gonna be my predictions. I saw Lamine Yamal is gonna be out as well. I saw Lamine Yamal is gonna be out. The thing is though, Hansi Flick has every right to be mad at the Spanish Federation if what they did is true. They gave Lamine Yamal painkillers when he was nursing an injury. And they kept on playing him on international duty. So if that's the case, and that's what Hansi Flick is claiming, then yeah, he's got every right to be mad. He's got every right to be mad. Even my stream is really late, bro. What the hell? What is going on? It's taking so long to kick off. Let me see. What is going on? Is it because I'm on the HD channel? Nah, it's no different. Damn, my stream is so late. It hasn't kicked off. Okay, thank you, Postman. Yeah, okay. Mine's about to kick off. I was thinking, what? It's like 3 minutes past 8. I was thinking, yo, my stream was way behind. Thank you very much. I should have been shameless and wear a Real Madrid shirt. And we got kickoff. There you go. Both games are underway. Jacob, how you doing, my friend? How you doing, bro? I hope you're doing well. My dream, yeah, guys, in like the next really 10 or so years is to commentate on a Champions League game. That is literally my dream. Ain't watching Juve games, so I rely on you. Don't worry, I got you. I got you. Juve's kit is looking a bit, yeah, it's looking a bit old school United-ish with the Vodafone sponsor. And I shouldn't be drinking a cup of tea at this time of the night. Inter Milan's goalkeeper, guys. Jan Sommer. How did he go from being one of the best goalkeepers to having the howler that he did against Juve? I think teams have noticed if you shoot at his near post, which PSG showed you guys, yeah? If you shoot at his near post, 9 times out of 10 you might score. Go on, Carreras. Ball in. Oh, Mbappe! Ooh! Not him trying an overhead kick. He's quite short. Is that what is making him basically look a bit... Oh, Tottenham scored! Damn. Damn. He plays like he's 36. Oh, wait. He is 36. Yeah, I think PSG realised in the final... Apparently, that's what Luis Enrique, that was one of his tactics going into the game, was to take shots at his near post because he struggles to get down at his near post. Marseille just not, they're just erratic. They don't know how to build out from the back. What is the Villarreal keeper doing? I'm waiting. I don't want to put it, switch it because they're obviously going to show us. I physically cannot have another screen right now. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screens right now. Plus my stream deck, if that counts. I'm just going to wait patiently to see the replay. Thuram with forcing the keeper to make a save, by the way. Oh, it takes a little deflection. But Cobble gets a hand to it. Are you lot looking at this Dortmund kit and you're telling me it don't look a bit Manchester United-ish, guys? It's a corner for Juve. Corner in. Ooh, too much. Goal kick to Dortmund. Lloyd Kelly is so weird watching him in a Juve shirt. I'm streaming from Stockley Park. I could do a better job than them too. Marseille, by the way, always have a bunch of random, like... The Marseille is always that kind of team that has a combination of random people in it in their team. First watch along with you, Minna. Let's go. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. We're going to try and do it consistently throughout the season. We'll have a double watch along tomorrow night. We'll have a double watch along Thursday night. And then Saturday lunchtime, we'll have Merseyside Derby watch along as well. And then we're basically doing 5 watch alongs this week. And then Sunday, we'll be doing Man United women watch along against Arsenal women. Trent's done for. It's the Liverpool fans, yeah? They got one up on Trent. Trent's life at Real Madrid, I don't think it's been what he's expected it to be. He's barely played consistently game in, game out at Madrid. Benched at one point. And now he's looking like he's got a hamstring injury. Oh, he might play on. Those Predators he's wearing is sick. Carvajal is coming on. Okay, never mind. It looks like he ain't staying on, guys. He ain't staying on. I really like the way Dortmund plays sometimes, yeah. The way that they use Guirassy. And can I just say that no team going in for Guirassy when he was available for an 18 million release clause. I think it was 18 million euros release clause. I think that just says a lot about some teams because he was one of the best strikers in Europe last season. There you go. Trent is off. Carvajal's on. How has Trent been doing at Real? I haven't heard anything about him there yet. He's been doing average. He's been hooked a couple times in the Club World Cup. He hasn't started a couple times throughout like pre-season and the season starting, especially because Carvajal's back now from his ACL injury. I really think like if they utilize... Ooh, Mastantuono forces the error. Oh, here's the post. He jumps over the keeper. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Was it Marseille record title winners in France? I think it's PSG, no? Marseille were the first French team to win the Champions League, I think. If I'm not wrong. I might be wrong, actually. No, I don't think I'm wrong on that. But I don't think they're the record holders. It's crazy Saint Etienne, yeah, being one of the teams... despite the fact that they're just not about anymore. It just shows you... You know, one team that I always used to hear when I used to watch TV, football back in the day when I was a kid was Deportivo La Coruña, yeah? And the other day I just Googled them on a whim and I found out they were like in the 2nd or 3rd division of football. And it was crazy because I used to hear about Deportivo La Coruña. There was a channel... there was a football show that used to come on Channel 5 back in like early 2000s. It was like Match of the Day but for like Spanish football. And it just made, yeah, I just randomly remembered that show the other day. So I went to go Google Deportivo La Coruña and I was so shocked. I hope that doesn't become Man United in like 20 years. Where Man United just fall off. Marseille feels like they're playing with a bit of jitters. Arda Güler just gives the ball away. Good football from Emerson and Weah. Fine Aubameyang. Abama who? Yeah, I don't know what that was. Arda Güler brought down. Marseille won the... Yeah, there you go. I knew they won the champs. I knew that they were the first French team to win it. Real Madrid should be like 1-0 up. I don't know if you guys saw, but apparently Real Madrid are boycotting the Ballon d'Or again this year. Even though there's no Real Madrid player, I think, in the shortlist. Apparently they're boycotting it out of bias. And this, I don't know if they're still bitter about the whole Vinny thing from last year. But one thing I will say about Vinny, that Vinny Ballon d'Or thing, is that the best thing that could have happened, yeah, was that he basically shuts critics up. Ooh, what a pass from Alvaro Carreras. Are they calling? What are they calling for? Do you guys see Alvaro on the left-hand side? I know a team in the Premier League that could do with a player like Alvaro. And that's bloody Manchester United. Do you reckon Mason Greenwood would ever play in the Prem again? I don't think so, nah. He even switched his allegiance from England to Jamaica. Because he knows no matter what he does, he knows he's never getting that call-up again. There's no excuse today for Rodrigo, can I just say. He's playing on his preferred side. Dortmund got Juve pinned in their own half right now. They can't even get out. Yo, what is this passing from Marseille in the middle of the pitch? Meanwhile, Juve are on the break. Ten minutes into the Juve Dortmund game, guys, I don't think neither team have had a real chance yet. I don't think either team have had a real chance yet. Rodrigo, Mbappe cuts. Oof, big save. Big save from Rulli. Rulli's gonna have to work hard today, I can't lie. That's like, what, his third save so far? And that's crazy from Fede Valverde. He just whacked the ball onto the player to force it to the other side of the pitch. Mbappe is 100% bagging. 100%. I think he might get both goals. My prediction was 2-1, but I think he might get both. Dortmund doing well is so random considering their transfer window. Another save from Rulli. Dortmund is interesting because their main signing of the summer is on the bench. Like, their main summer signing was that kid, the Bellingham's brother, Joe Bellingham. That was one of their main signings, and he's on the bench. Oh, I just realised both Bellinghams are on the bench right now. Marseille get up the pitch. Did Alvaro Carreras and Greenwood ever play together at United's academy? Like, did they ever cross paths? Or I think Alvaro Carreras is younger than him, innit? I'm trying to remember. I think he must be. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe their paths did cross in the academy. Yeah, maybe their paths did cross. I don't know. I can't be bothered to check. Genuine question, guys, yeah? He's out injured. He's not playing right now. But what's your honest opinion on Endrick? Because I'm in two ways about Endrick. I don't know why people rave and rant about him like he's the second coming of Neymar. But then sometimes I just wonder, what do I just not know of ball? Like, is my football opinion that mediocre that I can't see what people seem to see? Haven't seen him close to enough about him. Oh, fair enough to have a proper opinion. I seen a bit of him last season. I think that's when I really formed my opinion on him. But he played very little minutes last season and did well. Fair enough. Yeah, I think he played a lot in the Copa del Rey. That was where most of his minutes came when I was watching Real Madrid. Greenwood left the academy, joined the first team 2 years before Alvaro. Okay, cool. Their paths never crossed then. The gap between Marseille's midfield and their front line. Ooh, Alvaro. I'm trying to not call him Fernandez. I'm trying to not call him Alvaro Fernandez. It's just bad habit. It's just really bad habit that I got. Mastantuono just puts a ball over the bar. I think Madrid will be hard done not to be up a goal by now. What games is it tomorrow again? Let me see. I know it's Liverpool versus Atletico. And who else? Oh, Bayern Munich versus Chelsea tomorrow. That's it. Honestly, I think today might be the more... I don't want to say more boring games, but the less big matchups. Excuse me. These are still big games, but in comparison to... Oh! Timothy Weah with a ball just over the bar. A shot just over the bar, curling, top corner. I'm telling you, if they target that left-hand side... You know, now it's Carvajal, but even Carvajal, I think he's still missing a step post ACL. Militao, he got the legs to get back. Militao does not have the legs to get back. I'm kind of scared, not gonna lie. We haven't had a good window, and Chelsea left a good impression in the Club World Cup against European competition. Jacob, who do you support? Who do you support? I already said it. I think Chelsea are my dark horses. Arda Güler, another save from the keeper. Bayern's an interesting one. As much as Bayern can have like so many names, and I know they're like missing Musiala. What they brought, you lot brought in Luis Diaz. I just think with Vincent Kompany, I'm just not convinced by him. I don't know. I feel like a team like Bayern. I don't look at Bayern like, for example, Bayer Leverkusen, where they can afford to have an up and coming manager like Bayer Leverkusen did with Xabi Alonso, despite the fact he won them the league unbeaten. I don't think Bayern Munich should have an up and coming quotation mark manager. They should have like a star-studded manager. That's just my opinion. Benfica are up 2-0, by the way. Damn. It looks like all the goals are coming in that game. Diaz has been playing really well for Bayern so far. Yeah, he has. It's weird to me that they signed Luis Diaz and they were linked to wanting Garnacho, even though they brought Diaz. I don't know what company was trying to cook. Mbappe must be offside there. Yeah, he's offside. Diaz has been amazing. Kompany has convinced me completely he did better than Tuchel. You see what Tuchel's doing now with the England team. Like, England, if you guys think England were boring under Southgate, which I don't think they were, we're in for a roller coaster if England qualify for the World Cup. It's going to be the most boring football that will probably win them the World Cup, but it's going to be so boring. That's my prediction. That's really my prediction for Thomas Tuchel ball. Ooh, Timothy Weah just got body checked by Carvajal. And he's still down. Get up, bro. Your team is on a counter, or your team is in possession, attacking, and you're still laying on the floor. Unless you're actually injured, I think you should just get up. Because he's going to get up in like 2 seconds once the medics come on. Oh, I shouldn't say that. He's holding his chest. Yeah, he took her arm to the chest. Yeah, that is... Javier, that is a Carvajal special, that move. That's something he always seems to pull off. I'm so hyped for the World Cup. So many interesting squads, a good amount of teams that have a chance of winning, in my opinion. I want to go to the World Cup so badly, yeah, guys. But I just don't know if I want to go to that side of the world just yet. And also, the idea, I think the idea and the reality of the World Cup is going to be two different kind of stuff. I think the idea of the World Cup, 48 teams, more teams for each continent or for each federation, continent federation. It sounds good. I think it might decrease the quality of some of the group stage matches. I feel like you're going to have a lot of average teams that have qualified for historically like their first World Cup. And they're going to end up, you know, yeah, but I don't know. Plus the fact that it's like in 12 different states. That's another thing. But there's some teams, I don't think I'm looking that forward. I think I'm only looking forward to like the stories. So like if Ronaldo stays, with Portugal until the World Cup. Looking forward to that story of the quest for the World Cup for the Portuguese national team, which apparently he will still be. Arda Güler's doing so well to win consistent tackles. He's won like 4 tackles so far, or he's won 4 free kicks. Sorry, for Real Madrid so far. It's like Marseille can't defend against him. Mastantuono, there you go. Emerson makes a challenge. The dynamic pricing for tickets is the biggest part for me. What I seen that prices are going for like $300, $400, $500 for like group stages. Mbappe gets body checked. The ref says no. Carvajal just bullying to Vieira. Has Messi said anything about him playing yet? No, I don't think he has. I don't think he has said anything. And I probably FIFA are making him not say anything because they're probably not going to sell tickets. Like, they're probably saying to him, just keep quiet until, like, the competition, like, the teams are announced. Everyone is confident Portugal could do something at the World Cup, but less us, the Portuguese. I say with the complete opposite of England, we never believe we can do something. It's better to not believe than to believe and be disappointed. I think it's better to, have no expectations than to have expectations. Because when you get disappointed, you know, you're going to be like, why did I expect us to do anything? Whereas you might be pleasantly surprised. So I hear it. With Portugal, I just feel like they took a step back with their managerial, the manager that they appointed. I can't stand him. Yeah, exactly, Jacob. Portugal are good on paper. But again, maybe it's the reality of Portugal versus the idea of Portugal sounds good. The team on paper, sorry, not the paper on team. The team on paper sounds good, but the reality of them is maybe a different thing. And I think just with the managerial appointment that they made, I just think that's a step backwards. I can't lie. That guy wasted time with the Belgian team, and now he's gonna waste time with the Portuguese team. Meanwhile, Juve got a corner. Oh, side netting from Openda, who's calling for another free kick, but it's not. Don't you guys think? Yeah, can I just say, a lot of like Adidas and Nike, I feel like they just have a layout for their kits, and they just give the same layouts to some teams, because this Juve kit looks exactly like Villa's kit last season. This black Juve kit. And obviously, do you remember last year, United and Arsenal, both their keepers had the same kit, same colour, everything. Højbjerg with the ball. Come on, man. 20 minutes into both games. Someone give us a goal. What? Tchouaméni won the ball there. Dortmund kit is copy-paste with another team. Only difference is logo and sponsor. Yeah, I feel like all these brands, the creativity is lacking. But I remember talking to my friend who worked at one of those brands. I won't say which one. But she worked at one of those brands. And she was telling me that they make the kits like 2 to 3 seasons in advance. Like, they start designing it. So I'm thinking, if you've already started designing the kit for United for like the 28-29 season, at least make it a nice one. Oh, Mason Greenwood just nicks it off someone that's completely sleeping. I think it's Howson. Goal! 1-0! 1-0! Marseille! Timothy Weah, the son of former president and former Ballon d'Or winner, makes it 1-0 to Marseille. And Greenwood just robbed the ball off someone. He robbed the ball off someone, and Weah makes the overlapping run, and he blasts it into the net. Great finish. Dean Howson just robbed. Oh, it's Arda Güler. Arda Güler just poor from him. That's really poor from Arda Güler. I can't lie. Not paying attention, half-hearted with it. Greenwood just nicks it off him, runs at Militao. Weah with the overlapping run. Doesn't even take a touch, bro. He just hits it first time, and it's 1-0 to Marseille just like that. You know what, guys? We might have an upset on our hands. Very lazy from Arda Güler. Despite the fact that I was praising him and I was saying that he was, you know, winning a lot of fouls for Real Madrid. But that's just not good enough. Yeah, the communication needs to be better between them. We used to do this a lot under Oli, forced mistakes which led to goals. Yeah, and when you got the pace in the front line, it's totally possible. De Zerbi better than Ruben. I think people are just waiting to say that, I can't lie. I think people are just waiting to say that. I can't believe Aubameyang's playing up front. This guy was just in Saudi when I was there recently. I saw him in the team, what's it called? Training ground. Arda Güler with the little dummy to Mbappe, but that gets red. It's so weird seeing... Do you know how famous Aubameyang was in Saudi as well? It was crazy. Mina, rank Arda, Cole, Jude, Foden. Good question. But all four of them are different because all four of them are in different stages of their career. Like, Phil Foden is the most, I would say, decorated out of them because he's been playing for the longest in first team football. Jude, I think, has had the bigger hype around him. Cole hasn't had the level of exposure that Jude and Foden have. But if you're talking about purely ability, if we're talking about football, like ball, I'm putting Cole at the top. Yeah, they play different roles in the 10 as well. Yeah, that's true. But I'm putting Cole number 1. I'll put, like, when it comes to being a 10, I don't think Jude is really like that creative 10. Wow, Marseille with another break as well. Greenwood finds the right pass as well for Weah. Weah's going to go for goal, and he does! Forces Courtois to make a save. And Carvajal with the header back to the keeper. But I'm putting Cole Palmer top out of that. I'm putting Cole Palmer, Foden, Bellingham, Arda Güler. Jude is like a mix of an 8 and a 10, but more of an 8. Jude is weird because it's like people when he joined Real Madrid, Rodrigo with the cut back across a goal, out for a corner. When Jude joined Real Madrid, people were comparing him to Zizou. Do you know how crazy I found that? That people were like making it out like he's the next Zidane. I was like, whoa, this... Like, you should compare him more to English footballers before you're putting him on the levels of the Zidans. Corner. Mastantuono's going to try to take it on the volley, but he can't. Came from the kit number. Yeah, the kit number. The whole Adidas cosign. But we all know, I think he's nowhere near that. Both of you have just said Scott McTominay with a little more ability. Redwan says Jude is like like McTominay with better dribbling. Waiting for a Prem says Jude is Scott McTominay, Ronaldo with a little more ability. If I didn't know any better, I'd think you're both typing from the same account. Yeah, Jude Bellingham for me is like a box-crashing midfielder. I don't know what he does for... Oh, penalty! Penalty to Real Madrid. Rodrigo brought down. Foolish. Is that Kondogbia? Foolish. Foolish from Kondogbia there. That is so foolish from Kondogbia. Rodrigo cuts in. He's already going way out of the box, by the way. That's just poor from Kondogbia. He just leaves a trailing leg. A very long trailing leg. Yeah, that's stupid for me. That's silly. You shouldn't be doing that. And Kondogbia already has been giving away fouls. Like, I think 2 fouls so far that I've seen on Arda Güler has been from him. Not a penalty. Why is that not a penalty? He leaves a trailing leg. That's a clear pen. I think that's a clear pen. Still 0-0 in the Juve Dortmund game. Oh, we got some big games tomorrow. I'm actually looking forward to it. Yo, this Dortmund kit, guys, I actually like it. The yellow kit. I don't know. Maybe it's something about the Vodafone that reminds me of Man United. He moved his leg out of the way. He didn't. He didn't. He moved his leg out of the way, I think, once the player was already going over his leg. Mbappe is stepping up, by the way, for the penalty. Go on. Go on. Make a save. Oh, Mbappe scores. There you go. 1-1. Game on. Keeper went the right way as well. Oh my god. I just realised my scoreboard makes it graphic, guys, when I change the score. Look. I didn't notice that. But there you go. 1-1. Game on. We've got a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Keeper goes the right way. It just can't get a fingertip to it. He just can't get a fingertip to it. And you know what I like about players like Mbappe, guys? Stop this nonsense of these stupid run-ups. Just go run, shoot. Like, who is it in the Prem that just had his back to the goal and turned around and just ran, bam, took the penalty? Was that Semenyo? People should do more stuff like that. Mbappe's 5th goal of the season already. I could only wish that my striker scored 5 goals. I could only wish that could happen for my team. Meanwhile, Juve on the attack puts a delivery in. Yildiz on the volley. Blocked. Manages to beat Adeyemi. Or he can't beat Adeyemi. It's too strong for him. Adeyemi's too strong for him there. But Juve win a throw-in. Need to wish he scores 1 to start off with. Yeah, baby steps. Kane is on 7 already in 4 games. Bundesliga tax. Is it fair if I say Bundesliga tax? Tomorrow's going to be interesting, though, because I just realised that... I just realised Bayern versus Chelsea tomorrow, but obviously Nicholas Jackson can't play. Openda. Ooh, shot over the bar. I don't even know who plays for Juve anymore. What a fall off. They got some good players. Cooper Miners. They got Kefren Turam. I really like Kefren Turam. Kane and Yildiz. This summer they brought Luis Openda from RB Leipzig, the striker. RB Leipzig got dismantled, by the way, guys. Why can't Jackson play? I'm assuming he can't play because this is his parent team. But I'm just assuming. I might be wrong. But yeah, Juve got some good players, man. They got Luis Openda up front. They got Jonathan David up front. They got him on a free as well. Big up to MYS with the super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's smash them lights, people. Let's go. Big up Minna. Big up my friend. I hope you're doing well. It doesn't apply in the champs, but I'm pretty sure I'm probably wrong, but sometimes I swear teams can put it in their contract, their loan contract. You know, this Mastantuono kid, guys, yeah, I genuinely thought Real Madrid were taking a big risk on him. Just because I thought the price that they were paying for a player that's still developing, if you want to say. Look at this one-touch football from Marseille. Oh my god. And then Højbjerg, of course, it's the former Spurs player that messes it up. But they still got it. Yo, they're playing tiki-taka. You got Emerson, who's a left-back. He's on right wing. He's at right wing right now. Greenwood is going to go for the 1-2 with Aubameyang, which he does. Still has it. Weah, back to Greenwood, into the box. Emerson. Højbjerg. Kondogbia shot. Ooh, hits Militao on the arm, but his arm was down. He was like this. It can't be a handball. Marseille are balling. They are balling out. Way more entertaining than the Juve Dortmund game. Mastantuono. Wow, Cobble just made a big save. Oh, it's offside. Never mind. I wanted De Zerbi so bad after Ten Hag. Oof, Mbappe going for goal. Tchouaméni, Rodrigo. Real Madrid hoarding all the ballers. I'm sick. When they brought Mastantuono, I was like, what the hell? Tchouaméni, oof. Forces a save again from Rui. That's what you need. You know when you get on the edge of the box, you just need to shoot. Just shoot, bro. What's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen is that you smash it into row Z. Did you hear that Ruben Amorim will get sacked if he does not do well in those 3 games? That's, you know what I call? I call it paper talk. It's paper talk. It's, you know... Ooh. I'm seeing that handball back. If we had the Zerbi at United, who do you think he beefs with? He's beefing someone. He's probably beefing the hot-headed players like Cunha or something. Corner, keepers. Thoughts on Sesko? Just be patient with him. Just be patient with him, I think. I like the Champions League ball, by the way. Since when was the Champions League ball got blue in it? Cooper Miners. Out to Yildiz. Underlap. No one's there. They drag it across the box for Juve. Juve drag it across the box and no one's there. Man of the match so far. You know what? I don't think there's anyone been a standout so far, you know? I don't think anyone's been a standout for me so far. I'll say Weah because he got the goal, but he's had some decent chances. Juve are annihilating Dortmund, by the way. 7 shots on goal, but this is the problem. They've only had 1 on target. So that's where the problem lies for them. Tchouaméni booked. He's going in the card. Be careful, you might get sent off. Did you lot see Dean Howson even got... Dean Howson has been sent off like twice. I think since he's been at Real Madrid, he got sent off on the weekend as well. Guirassy will bag one today. Guirassy is a bagsman. He will definitely bag a goal. He was the top scorer of the Champions League last year, no? Thuram. Intercepted. There you go. Adeyemi 1-2 to Guirassy. He finds Guirassy in behind. Ooh, Guirassy takes a weird touch. He finds Adeyemi again. Adeyemi's going to go for goal. Takes a deflection and it's out for a corner. Meanwhile, Marseille... You think they're going to go for goal from here? You think Greenwood's going to go for goal? Who else is standing over it? Emerson is standing over it as well. Is this the Emerson that was at... Where was he at? Greenwood, delivery in. Højbjerg. Spurs, yeah, he was at Spurs, that's it. And I think he was at... Was he at Milan, if I'm not wrong? I think he was at Milan too, you know. I might be making that up. West Ham as well, yeah. He was at West Ham and Chelsea. Damn, he was a... What the hell? He's a serial offender. Yeah, he was. On last season, I remember he was there. I told you, Marseille have the most random combination of players, guys. You'll see people that play for Marseille that you haven't heard of for the last couple of years. That's not... Yeah, it's not... There's Emerson and Emerson Royale. It's 2 different Emersons. It's 2 different Emersons. Corner. Trying to go near post. Is the Spurs game still 1-0? Let me have a look at that. Let me have a look at the Spurs game. Yeah, still 1-0. Yeah, it was Emerson Royale that was at Milan. Yeah, not this one. How's everyone's day been, by the way, guys? What have you guys been up to today? Did you guys get up to anything fun? I got a fun shoot tomorrow. I can't tell you what player it's with or what club, but my first interview should be out this week as well. So I'll be sure to share that with you guys. Have you abandoned your journey on Elden Ring? I just haven't had the chance to play any games, really. I've just been really busy, unfortunately. I bought a Switch and I barely play it, guys. Oh, O'Reilly goes for goal. But yeah, I bought a Switch, guys. I don't even have time to play my Switch. I can only really play it when I'm traveling or something. So I might take it with me on set tomorrow, because when I'm on set, like, you have hours of downtime of just sitting around doing nothing. So I might take my Switch and just play Mario Kart. You play FC26? Yes, sir, I will. I will be playing FC26. Hopefully, if EA come through and they hook your girl up, I'll do some giveaway codes as well for PS5 codes. Thoughts on the Arsenal game? It was a bit boring, but Arteta, I think, got his subs bang on. I think a lot of people were skeptical about taking off Eze, but I think, yeah, the Martinelli false nine, bringing on Trossard later. First bringing on Trossard, then obviously Martinelli. I think, yeah, it was good. It was good subs. By the way, that Mascara kid, I've never seen someone who is more obvious of a Real Madrid signing than Mascara. I don't know why Real Madrid. He was in your league, and you needed a centre back, and you thought, nah, well, I'm not gonna go for him. Oh my god, Aubameyang, he's through on goal. He spun Militao. Oh my god, he hit the side netting. He just spun Militao. What? Aubameyang. What was that? Look at that pass from the keeper, by the way. Wallahi, he spun Militao. Militao even pushed him. And that worked in his favour. Eze didn't have his best game. Obviously, not too much time with the team so far. I think that kind of game was calling for Eze in the middle of the pitch. Like, because of the fact that they were playing with, you know, two-man deep midfield with Zubimendi and Declan Rice, and no real creativeness. Great pass from Mbappe, by the way, to Arda Güler. I just feel like, yeah, Eze in the middle or drifting central. I think there was a time when he was drifting central and Arteta was like him go back out wide. Like, he's trying to turn him into a touchline winger. Marseille win the free kick. What's the best country you've been to? Always my home country. Always. I've only been to my home country once though. But I will say Saudi because Mecca and Medina. But in terms of like for traveling purposes, for, you know, holiday purposes, Malaysia for me always has my heart. Like, if you are from Malaysia, shout out to anyone from Malaysia. I love Malaysia. I dream about going back to Malaysia. Mbappe, again, keeper makes a save. If Real Madrid are really going to score, it has to be from trying to nick the ball off Marseille in their own third. Trying to force an error. Basically what Marseille did to them. Tottenham look really good this season, and the players they signed, they do. Under Thomas Frank, they look good. Which I hate. I hate that. I'm so pissed that Xavi Simons went to Tottenham. Our exec was in contact with him for 1.5 years, but our board said no to the deal. You know what I don't get is that he was on loan, right, at Leipzig for like 2.5 years or 1.5 years until they brought him in the January window for whatever price tag it was. There was never a more obvious Bayern signing than Xavi Simons, especially with the way that Musiala went out injured. I thought Bayern would have gone all out for him. I really did. So for him to even join Spurs shocks me so much. Like, I want to know what exactly was said to him. Like, I genuinely want to know what Spurs said to him to convince him to join, because they went from, you know, to go, in my opinion, guys, I don't know if I'm the only one that thinks this, but to go from Eze to Xavi Simons, it's not a like for like. So to spend that much time in the window chasing Eze, and then obviously he leaves you at the altar, but then to go for Xavi Simons, I just felt like that was the next best thing. What's so special about Malaysia? I thought it's a wish version of Thailand. It depends what you like. It depends. It depends what you like when you travel. I like Malaysia because majority of the food is halal. It wasn't difficult. By the way, these men are just bullying each other. Militao's on the floor. Aubameyang's on the floor. Someone else is on the floor. But yeah, the reason why I liked Malaysia is because it was very cheap in terms of my money goes a long way. The pound goes a long way. Food, on an average day, I'd spend £15 altogether, £20 at the most all day. That's travel, that's food. If I want to do shopping, that's different stuff. The food was always halal. 90% of the restaurants I saw there were halal, so I didn't have to worry about trying to find somewhere halal to eat. And also the hospitality, like the Malaysian people are just so kind, so nice, so respectful. I just really liked Malaysia. It was just really nice, like, and it's a Muslim country, so yeah, it's just somewhere that I liked. I felt safe. Like, I remember like walking back to my hotel at like from a food market at like 2 in the morning, and I just felt safe. I didn't feel worried. I didn't feel scared. Yeah, I visited some beautiful mosques there as well. The architecture is beautiful there. What about the mosquitoes there? Yeah, but you know, mosquitoes are part of most of the hot countries, so you just gotta firm it. Just gotta deal with it. Just gotta deal with it. But yeah, I'd definitely go back to Malaysia. Like, it's been nearly a year since I went to Malaysia, and I'm dying to go back. Like, and this time I want to go to like other places in Malaysia. I only went to Kuala Lumpur. It's just a long journey that's a bit off-putting as well. I wish Simmons chose United. He would never come. He would never have come to United. But you know what I don't get yet is when players, forget if he never would come. Where does he fit? United needed goals. We needed goals in that front line, albeit we haven't scored. And that's for half time, by the way, in the Juve game. Juve Dortmund. Let me just put this timer back. 45 minutes done. But yeah, we needed goals. Like, Xavi Simmons would have been the icing on the cake of when you get the rest of your pieces in your front line. Ooh, Howson is squaring up to Aubameyang. Ooh, we like a bit of this, guys. We like a bit of this. Why is he getting mad over that tackle? I don't get it. That wasn't a harsh challenge. We needed goals and we brought Sesko. I mean, he had a good record last season. I can't believe people... Come on, man. Don't turn on Sesko already. Give the guy a bit of time. You know what? Waiting for a Prem. I thought Rodrigo would join Arsenal like the whole of like the summer transfer window. It just... Again, there wasn't many obvious signings for me than Arsenal signing Rodrigo. So the fact that they went for Eze was interesting. Oh, Harvey Elliott just scored for Villa. And that's their first goal of the season. At least United scored a goal already this season. We don't have to worry about that, guys. I don't think there's going to be much extra time in this game. 3 minutes extra time. Soon Prem teams will clock how the Bundesliga team are straight scamming them. Bro, look at... Kolo Muani is on loan at Spurs, yeah? After he went for 95 million euros. From Frankfurt to PSG. If there's anyone scamming, yeah, it's not even... I can't even say Bundesliga teams because there's some players that have come from Bundesliga that have gone on to do well, right? It's Frankfurt. Let's call a spade a spade. It's teams like Frankfurt that are scamming teams for their striker having a good 6-9 months and they're making them pay extortionate prices. The only player I think that I could say has gone... I don't even know. I don't even think I could say Ekitike has gone for a reasonable fee. I think he went for a high fee, but I still think he's a good player. I think he's a good player, but again, I think he just went for a high fee. Same with Omar Marmoush. Real Madrid pressing the hell out of Marseille right now. Arda Güler goes for goal. Oof. Can't get the dip on it. Yo, that Jovic move. Where is he now? Jovic is like, he's playing at some next team as well now, you know. Let's see. Luka Jovic. Brother is playing at AEK in Athens. Something looks off in today's Madrid game. What is it that you think looks off? He's playing at AEK Athens. Damn. And it's all because, yeah, you know what's crazy? His move. You know what's crazy? His move, yeah, was because he was on loan at Frankfurt and he scored 25 goals in 40-something league games. Yeah? Then he went, and then Frankfurt brought him on a permanent and then sold him straight away to Real Madrid. Do you know how crazy that is? Yildiz or Güler? I don't know, man. Both of them are quite inconsistent. I think Güler has a higher ceiling, but I think who's the biggest star in Turkey? I think Güler is, isn't it? Greenwood goes for goal, Courtois straight into the keeper's hands. But yeah, it's so funny how he went on loan to Jovic went on loan to Frankfurt and then he scored 20-something goals. They brought him on a permanent, and then they made his move permanent, and then yeah, so in April 2019 they made his move permanent, and then June 2019 they sold him to Real Madrid for 60 million. Oh my god, how did Mastantuono miss that? What is going on with Real Madrid, guys? Seriously. And then Carvajal makes a silly foul. Minna, support South Africa in the World Cup. We are winning it. Yeah, I don't mind supporting South Africa. I don't really support anyone in the World Cup, you know. I tend to just support... I know this sounds crazy, but I support all the African teams and all the Muslim teams. That's who I support. And then England. I support England as well. Yo, oh, there you go. Half time. We got half time right there. Let me... That's crazy. 24 attempts on goal and 14 on target. 14 on target for them. Let me just change the screen so that I can look up the stats, because that is mental. That was a good game though. First, the Real Madrid game has been a good watch. It's been a good watch. I'm still trying to see the Spurs goal, but they haven't showed it to us. Be sure to hit the like button, guys, if you've just come through as well. So many people are live right now for watch along, so I appreciate you guys coming through to vibe and chit chat with myself. There's literally like flipping right now on my screen. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 watch alongs from different people I'm subscribed to. We've got a watch along tomorrow. What's the watch along tomorrow? Tomorrow's watch along will be Liverpool versus Atletico and Bayern versus Chelsea. And then Thursday we have a watch along which will be Man City versus Napoli, Newcastle versus Barca. I won't do the PSG one. And then Saturday, Merseyside derby, 12:30 kickoff, and then Sunday, Manchester United women versus Arsenal. I have TikTok brain. I need you to use Subway Surfers overlays. You know what's so crazy? I didn't know that Subway Surfer thing was a thing until the other day. I was with one of my siblings and she was just watching a TikTok video. But like it was a Subway Surfer video and someone was talking over it. And I was like to her, why are you sitting there playing Subway Surfer? Like, that's so random. She goes, I'm not. I'm watching a video. I was like, but you're watching Subway Surfer. She goes, no, there's a voiceover and someone's telling a story and then the screen is just showing me someone that's playing Subway Surfer. I said, this is next levels brain rot. This is next levels of brain rot. I have a feeling we're going to shock Chelsea and win. You're talking about Saturday's game. Oh yeah, I forgot Man United are playing. I forgot we're playing Chelsea as well on Saturday. Completely forgot about that. Bayern versus Chelsea finna be a movie. You know what it is? I feel like it's one of them moments, yeah. It's gonna be one of those games. It's gonna go two ways. It's gonna be either a snooze fest, or it's gonna be an absolute thriller. It's gonna be one, or the other. I don't think it's gonna be dominance from like one team. I think either both. And Chelsea, I think, in my opinion, Chelsea are coming into this as, I'm saying that they are the underdogs. And the reason why I'm saying they're the underdogs is I don't think people expect anything from Chelsea in the Champions League, because people are still labeling them as a young team, as a premature team, and they got a premature manager. But that's a premature manager that has won the Club World Cup. That's a premature manager that has got rid of a lot of players that he wanted to get rid of. That's a premature manager that is finding different ways to utilize different players in different positions. So I don't think Chelsea are as young, even though they're young. They're not a young team overall. I don't think they're a naive team, and I think they might be able to get a job done against Bayern Munich. That is, though, if the front line is merging well. You saw, I think, against Brentford, I think you see the issue that they have. It's just that one moment of lapse, and you saw that against Brentford for both goals that they concede. And the fact, you know what burns me the most, guys? You know what burns me the most is the fact that Garnacho is playing Champions League football tomorrow. I don't even care. Like, I'm at a point now where I'm like, United not being in the Champions League, alright, cool. But there's some people playing Champions League football. I swear, Teddy Sheringham said it. They don't deserve it. He said it about Rashford. I don't agree about Rashford, but there are some other players that don't deserve it. And I don't think Garnacho does. And even though it's funny because had Garnacho not gone to Chelsea, he was going to go to Bayern. So either way, he probably would have played Champions League football. I hope company makes the right move and starts Pavlovic over Goretzka. Let's see Bayern Munich's most recent team. Because Bayern Munich played, they slapped up Leipzig 6-0 a couple of match days ago. And Kane scored a hat-trick. So it looks like, oh my god, Elise as well. Gnabry is playing in that 10 role, it looks like it. Which again, for me, that is why I said it made sense for you guys to go for Xavi Simons. I don't know, is Gnabry really a 10? But yeah, that front line is a good front line. The only thing I will say is that your back, like Upamecano, yeah, is always that decider, I think, for Bayern Munich, because he can play like someone that got 0 brain cells, or he can play like Einstein. It's always one or the other, and sometimes you don't know what you're gonna get. Dipesh says, "What on earth is happening, Dipesh? Real Madrid should be up like 4-0 or 4-1 by now." Upamecano is a top 5 centre back. He changed. You know what? I agree. I think he is a good centre back, but also I just think that his reputation is taunted by the imagination of him. Like what people think of Upamecano, and I'm clearly, I'm literally proving that what people think of Upamecano and what he actually plays like, it's not always the same. So when I think of Upamecano, I think his legacy is always going to be taunted by that Maguire meme of him, of a commentator calling him Upper Maguire. I think it's always going to be tainted by that. But I think tomorrow is going to be a good game. Like, genuinely speaking, I think it will be a good game. I'm looking forward to it. And also, by the way, I think all the games at 8 o'clock tomorrow are good games. PSG versus Atalanta. Adamola Lookman ain't got his move yet. And then you got Ajax versus Inter. Let me see who the hell plays for Ajax. Ajax team got no source. Wout Weghorst. Ajax have Wout Weghorst up front. Yo, this Ajax team looks seasonless. What the hell? Where are they in the Eredivisie? They are 3rd place right now. This team that played against who did they play against? They won 3-1 on the weekend. Wallahi, they look seasonless. Respect my goat. Sorry, I just didn't expect to see Wout Weghorst up front. The only person I recognise is Clans, the centre mid, and Berghuis, I think is his name, the 30-something-year-old winger that they got. Damn. Never mind. Inter Milan might slap you guys up. Oh my god, the same way PSV got slapped up today by debutants. You need 4 TVs for tomorrow. Don't remind me, please. Because I feel like PSG Atlanta has to be the 3rd game that I watch. But I can't have a 3rd scoreboard here, guys. It'll be too much for me. It'll be too much. I'm going to be bugging out. And then Thursday, what do we have? Frankfurt versus Galatasaray. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, Osimhen is out injured. Never mind. I'm not watching that game. Yeah, that's fine. I can stick to 2 games on Thursday as well. The Man City Napoli game, Newcastle versus Barcelona. Like I said, I will do watch-alongs for Monaco. But it's only, obviously, I'm not gonna lie, I'm only doing the watch-alongs when Pogba's back, because I'm trying to see Pogba and Lamine Camara in the midfield together. Let's see who do Monaco actually have UCL fixtures. I want to see who they got in the champs. So they got Club Brugge, then they got Manchester City, they got Tottenham, they got Bodo Glimt, they got Paphos, and then they got Galatasaray. They got a relatively decent run. I think they got a relatively decent run of games, and then that's it. They got a relatively decent game. They got both English teams at home. But let's look at this quickly. 18 shots on goal for Real Madrid, yeah. 11 shots on target, 4 big chances created, 3 big chances missed. When we get in the 2K streams, Fabio, bro, you don't forget anything I say, firstly. Secondly, I'm just tired, guys. I know it sounds crazy, but I don't even play PlayStation that much. Like, I don't really play. Just because, like, I'm busy in the day. And then like when I have free time in the day, I want to go play paddle, I want to go to the gym, go for a swim, like do self-care stuff, go yoga, go Pilates, that kind of stuff. But FC26 streams start next week. We will be doing a Make United Great Again series, where you guys are going to build the team and then I'm going to play that team. Basically, I'm going to play with that team. So we're going to do that. But yeah, I just don't get the chance to game as much as, and obviously, and when I go to shoots, like tomorrow, guys, I have a shoot, and you know, by the time I leave my house and all of that, and then I'm on set all day, getting ready, practicing, you know, making sure I don't get nervous, all of that stuff, do the shoot, go home. By the time I come home tomorrow, for example, I'm going to be so exhausted, and I would have probably had so much caffeine that my eye is twitching. Then I got to do the watch along that I promised. And then got to do it all over again the next day. So yeah, I just don't really get the time to game as much. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna try my best. I'm definitely gonna try my best. Congrats on the Premier League deal too. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. It still doesn't feel real, you know. It still does not feel real, despite the fact that I've already done my first interview, my first player interview. The fact that I'm doing another player interview this week, it does not feel real. But I don't know. Maybe when I start seeing it on TV. And I start seeing it on socials and I see my interviews maybe going viral or something like that, then it will start to feel slightly more realistic. We got kickoff underway, or about to get underway for Juve versus Dortmund. Maybe this game can give us a goal or two. Meanwhile, Real Madrid is not even back on the screen yet. I did say 2-1. I did say 2-1 for the Real Madrid game, and I said 3-2 for this Juve game. What was I smoking? And I think the Spurs game is still 1-0 as well. I don't think Ruben's system is the worst, by the way. I just think it's very specific. When A, teams manage to exploit it, and B, you don't have the specific pieces. It's like me driving a Porsche, guys. That's my dream car, by the way. I would love to get a 4x4 Porsche. But it's like me getting a Porsche. Openda just hit an overhead kick, but it went wide. It's like me getting a Porsche, guys, and I don't have the parts for it. But I need specific parts. But I'm trying to take a part out of my Mercedes and put it into my Porsche. Or I'm trying to take a part out of, like, my Peugeot and put it into my Porsche. It's like that. I feel like Amram's system is very specific. That when you don't have the specific parts, and people manage to exploit it, it's very easy. Do you get it? I just feel like also, man, I'm going to buy you a Porsche, toy Porsche. Thank you. I'll accept any kind of Porsche right now. That's how I know when I made it. You know, people always say, oh, how do you know that you made it? I know I made it when I can buy myself a Porsche. Adeyemi just getting bullied off the ball. And this is the issue with Juve, is like they can do the nitty gritty work, they can do the hard parts, but it's the easy parts that they just can't seem to do right. It's like that pass into the final third. They can't really seem to pull it off. Did Bremer just slap a man in his face there? Make sure you just hit the like. Make sure you hit the like button if you've just come through. By the way, be sure to subscribe as well. If you are new here, as I mentioned, we've got watch-alongs coming throughout the week. So yeah, we're gonna try to keep being consistent with the watch-alongs. Hopefully, if you want to join the membership club as well, you can. It's the pinned comment in the chat. You get your badges, you get your emojis, you get your custom member content. Of course, you get to support the growth of the channel, the ever-growing channel. You see it right here. We're on the road to 20k. So we've got a couple of thousand to go, but we'll get there in due time. If you want to support the channel in alternative ways, you can. We've got a super chat goal on the stream today. 1 out of 10 so far. So you can help me reach that super chat goal by sending in a super chat with your comments, with your questions, with your thoughts, or just to show some love. And like I say all the time, as an independent creator, it goes a long way, your support. So even if you can't send in a super chat, just do the simple thing. Hit a like button and the subscribe button. That does more wonders than you can imagine. Second half is about to get underway for Real Madrid. What happened to Trent? They're showing us back what happened to Trent. He pulls his hamstring like whilst the ball is coming to him from the goalkeeper. Nah, this is, it's kind of peak for Trent, guys. It's actually kind of peak for Trent. Because he went from being this, could do no wrong at Anfield, to being hated by the fans, and now his career at Madrid, it's not looking that great so far. Like, the start ain't looking that great. So maybe it's a lesson. The grass ain't always greener on the other side. Trent's having a nightmare in Spain. Yeah, I think the hating is paying off for the fans. No changes for Real Madrid in the first half or Marseille, it looks like. So it's the same 11 that ended the first half. By the way, why are they taking so long to kick off? Again. Go on, Juve. Openda, what you got for us? McKennie to Openda. In behind. Jonathan David. Openda, you're crossing it in and there's no one in the box. Jonathan David is meant to be the guy in the box. He's the guy that just gave the ball to you on the edge of the box. Of course he's not in the box. Why would you cross it in? Why would you waste it? Alright, can this second half just kick off? Why is the second... What is wrong with this coverage of the Real Madrid game? Maybe I'm just being impatient because we've nearly played 5 minutes of the Dortmund game. Oh my god, Dortmund just hit the post. They just hit the post. It actually looked like it was going wide. He went around the keeper. It looked like he was going wide, but it hit the post. Real Madrid about to kick off for the second half. Wow, Mbappe, if he scores, apparently that's his 50th goal for Real Madrid. In 64 games. And it only took CR7 53 games to get to 50 goals in all comps. That just shows you how much of a crazy striker CR7 was. Or a forward, whatever you want to call him. Dean Howson with a bad pass. I don't know why he doesn't see Weah there. Correa's brought down. That might be a yellow card. Mbappe being in this list is mental, guys. Oh, it's behind the... scoreboard. Let me just move that quickly so you guys can see this list. Hold on. Okay, cool. Let me bring this comment back up. Look at this, guys. Mbappe being in that list already. He's about to jump Ruud van Nistelrooy. Crazy. Crazy. Harry Kane would have been in that if he didn't spend so long at Spurs. Haaland should be there too. He's still quite young, but Haaland will be in this list. It's only a matter of time. I noticed this about the Ballon d'Or. No player feels deserving of the Ballon d'Or after that prime Messi Ronaldo one. My hot take is that Ronaldo and Messi run ruined what the metric for winning the Ballon d'Or. Everybody now expects people to have a Messi-esque or a Ronaldo-esque season. But I don't think people realise those two are literally one of one. So it's never going to happen. I think it's kind of skewed people's expectations of what a Ballon d'Or winner... Like, if you go back to pre-Messi and Ronaldo, the people who won... Dortmund scored, by the way, is while I'm ranting about... while I'm ranting about Ballon d'Or, Dortmund scored. And I think it was Eddie Yemi that scored. But yeah, I think it's distorted people's views of like pre-Ronaldo and Messi. Look at the people that won the Ballon d'Or. It was always people that were. It wasn't about stats. Now it's become about stats. And yes, Adeyemi just scored, guys. Whilst I was just ranting about Ballon d'Or. Hey, Steffi, how you doing? How you doing? If you think about it, Muller being on that list is crazy too. It is when he's not even like, you wouldn't call him an out-and-out forward. Corner for Real Madrid. Arda Güler with a deep one to Howson, who wins it. Correa's just about beats Greenwood to that ball. The Ballon d'Or thing is interesting. I don't know if you guys seen the thing on Twitter recently about an agency asking a person on Twitter to post tweets in support of Dembele, and then the Athletic wrote an article about it, and it turned out that the company that reached out to the person on Twitter was like a marketing agency or sports marketing agency or PR company or something based in India that apparently had no relation to the player. Like they had no link to the player. So I'm like, why would they randomly ask it just didn't make sense. Yeah, it didn't make sense. Ousmane Dembele probably deserves it anyway. Yeah, I think you know what? If we go off of how Rodri won it, then I think Dembele deserves to win it. Because a lot of people's argument is the Ballon d'Or winner should be the best player from start to finish of the season. So, but with Rodri, I think Dembele was PSG's most important player. So that is what, for me, it's like, you know what it reminds me of? MVP in the NBA. I don't always necessarily agree with it. Mbappe goes for goal. Ooh, deflection. A heavy deflection makes it hit the crossbar and it's a corner. But yeah, it reminds me of the MVP in the NBA. Like a lot of people that win the MVP sometimes, I don't agree with it, but they are the most important player for their team and they make a big difference. Ballon d'Or is just skewed now, I think. Valverde to Güler. Rodrigo with the overlap. Can't believe Luka has never won MVP. I can believe it though, because I think you have to, I don't know, do you have to take your team to like a good spot whilst having good numbers at the same time? I don't know how Kobe's only ever won one MVP in his time. That's crazy to me. I'm glad Jokic has won it though. I'm glad Jokic has won MVP before. He's deserved it. To be top 2 in your conference, in my opinion, and have to lead the league in at least one stat. But it has to be like a meaningful stat, right? Cut back, Marseille nearly get a chance. But it has to be a meaningful stat. Like, there's no point leading in flipping some nonsense. Like, leading in rebounds, nah. It has to be, for me, you have to lead in assists or points. Mostly points. I think you have to be leading your team in points. You have to be like one of the top 5 scorers in the league as well, I think. I know, I think that might be my hot take. I do think though football is preparing for like Lamine Yamal to be on a crazy run of Ballon d'Or. I think that's the road that we're heading down with football over the next couple of years. The Ballon d'Or is soft launching Lamine Yamal this year. Next year he's gonna win it. Although, with saying that, if Mbappe pops off this season and Real Madrid win something meaningful, and then maybe France win the World Cup, he might win he might win Ballon d'Or. I wonder if we'll ever see an Englishman win a Ballon d'Or again. That's what I want to know. Jokic cried more when his horse won a race. Yeah. Yeah, Jokic, he's so good that you don't even care about basketball. That's what I like. And I like seeing Europeans dominate in the NBA. Americans get so upset about it for some reason. Carvajal with the delivery in. Keeper saves. Or keeper collects. Lamine Yamal is there because he passes the eye test. So, okay, let me ask you a question then. Do you guys think Ballon d'Or is eye test or stats? Because I saw a lot of people bringing up Lamine Yamal's goals in the league, the number of goals he scored in the league last year. But I don't think. I watch Lamine Yamal and I can easily tell he's the best player at Barcelona. He's one of the best players in La Liga. He's one of the best players in the world. Like, stats don't need to tell me that. The number of goals he scored in the league don't need to tell me that. Not in a team that scored 100 and something goals in all comps. And also, he's not the main scorer. So I don't expect him to have 30 goals. So I'm okay with the eye test being the measurement for him. Mastantuono, ooh, another save from the keeper. McKennie's coming off, and so is Jonathan David for Juve. This guy looks like a singer. What the hell? Vlahovic is coming on, and so is João Mario. Ballon d'Or is overall impact, individual performance, not stats, and team performance trophy. So yeah, obviously 3 metrics, but Mbappe, nice little 1-2, big tackle, and ooh, Mbappe's down. He did win the ball. Well, like, Militao's having a stinker against guys. Eder Militao is the guy has left his football brain at home. That's twice today that I've seen Aubameyang do something to him that it shouldn't be that easy. It shouldn't be that easy. Nah, that's too funny, man. Garibay got back in it. 2-2. No way. Benfica just threw away a 2-1 lead. Or 2-0 lead that they had. Is Spurs Villarreal still 1-0? Kefren Turam. That's a great control from him. And he bulldozes over a player in the process. Meanwhile, Dortmund are on the break. 4v5. If they can get this right and find Guirassy. He's just wasted it. He just slowed it down for no reason. Yeah, Dortmund just messed up that counter. Ooh, Mbappe's shot, but he kicked the player's foot as the player went in to win the ball. Oof. Ooh, that looks painful, guys. Yeah, that looks a little bit painful. Oh, but he's up, so he's all good. Anybody that watches the Conference League, guys, I rate you lot. Well, if you watch the Conference League, I rate it. It's weird that the Real team is low-key young now. I think the oldest person is who? Courtois? Courtois, Militao, and Carvajal are probably the older people in it. Everyone else is quite young. Alvaro, Trent is still quite young. Dean Howson, Tchouameni's still quite young, I think. Fede is quite young, I think. Arda, Brahim Diaz, Mbappe. Aubameyang is playing this 9 role. Crazy! What? 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 What is going on with Aubameyang today? What the hell? Militao's 27, bro. Why does it feel like he's like 31? Because he's had double ACLs and he's just been around for a hot minute. But even in football terms, 27 is still young, guys. Come on. Fede is 27. Why does he feel younger than that to me? It seems, I don't know why. It seems, I really thought he was younger than that. The way that De Zerbi is using Aubameyang basically as the bait to play the ball out wide to the wingers. And they got speedy wingers. They're pulling it off as well. They're dragging Militao out. And it's working every single time. And Dean Howson is just being in no man's land. Rodrigo, he's going to cut in. Oh, he goes for the pass instead. Mastantuono. Emerson sat him down. Weigh in a foot race versus Militao. This is going to be funny if he runs at him. Oh, he doesn't run at him. This Real Madrid defense, guys, their backline is all over the place. The centre mids are being forced to drop into the positions that people are vacating, but I don't know what's going on. Aubameyang's the oldest on the pitch. Makes sense. Who are your other favourite female football content creators? Great question. Shout out to the gold diggers. They're sick. Moyo, Anita, Marva, Lauren, all of them. Shout out gold diggers. Juve just scored to make it 1-1. Oof! Marseille nearly just had a chance too. Marseille nearly had a chance too. Dortmund on the break. They're gonna go for it. Adeyemi. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Wow! From Nemcha, what a goal! To make it 2-1, but that Juve equaliser, irrelevante, because it's back to 2-1. Well, it's back to Dortmund being in the lead, and it's 2-1. Adeyemi with a goal and an assist. Is there any other good female content creators that I'm missing out, guys? Let me know. I don't really know many female content creators, to be honest. I don't really know many. I know like presenters and like people more mainstream. What a goal. Keeper didn't stand a chance. Well, like the keeper, his positioning was shocking. Great spin on that. 2-1. Is Aston Villa drawing now? We've got Brahim Diaz coming on for Mastan Tuano. Oh, wait, never mind. Xabi Alonso just told Brahim Diaz. Oh, yeah, Alice. How can I forget Alice? I collaborate with her all the time. Brahim Diaz was literally on the touchline coming on, and then Xabi Alonso just sent him back to the bench. Yeah, I like Alice, yeah. There's a couple of good people on TikTok, but I don't think they're on YouTube. I don't get it. Was the assistant coach telling Brahim Diaz to come on, and then the manager's telling him, actually, no, you're not coming on? Is Vinny gonna come on, I wonder? 60 minutes played. Okay, that's why they stopped him from coming on. Apparently they stopped Brahim Diaz from coming on because they've already made a change, or they've been forced to make a change with the injury of Trent. So they don't want to make another change so early into the second half, which kind of makes sense, but you got 4 more subs, mate. Alvaro Correas tries to drive in, but he gets dispossessed by Højbjerg. Football is a weird sport because Marseille have better possession, and by the way, Vlahovic has just scored to make it 2-2, and I did say this game would be 3-2, and it might be. It really might be, because we've seen no goals in Juve versus Dortmund, and then we've just seen 4 goals in the space of 17 minutes in that game. It's 2-2 now. Vlahovic coming off the bench to score. What a goal, by the way. Why is he wearing an arm sleeve like he's playing basketball? This is just Vlahovic just scores a traditional striker goal. Split the defense, run in behind. Keeper don't even bother. Keeper don't stand a chance. I wish my striker could score like that. But I like Juve running this 2-man striker partnership. I like teams that do that, guys. I like teams that run the 2-man striker partnership. It just works. Inter were doing it. Juve have started doing it this season. Real look beatable. I like it. Yeah, Marseille could actually grab this. Vinny's coming on now. There you go, as I mentioned. Vinny is coming on. The thing is though, even Brahim Diaz is coming on too. Both of them, they're trying to go for it. All right, there you go. First sub, Rodrigo for Vinny and Mastantuono for Brahim Diaz. What I was gonna say is Real Madrid were looking beatable last season. Like they were looking beatable last season. Even Barcelona were looking beatable last season. The thing is with Barcelona is that they just genuinely they just score more goals than the other team. That's what makes them better. But they were looking beatable. Can Juve get a third? But Real Madrid will, I think, feel like they're unlucky. I think they'll feel like they're unlucky in this game. Just because they've had so many chances on goal. And maybe keeper might be man of the match. Keeper Loki might be... Rui might be man of the match. Dean Housen just gets taken out. Both teams were looking beatable and did get beaten. That's true. There's no one in football right now that I think is unbeatable, quotation marks. I think everyone has flaws. Liverpool, City, maybe I don't know about Arsenal. Arsenal just have such a good backline. But yeah, Real Madrid, Bayern, everyone looks beatable if you get it right. But you can say that about every team. Kefran Turam with a ball in. Ooh, Vlahovic hesitated whether to go for a header or overhead kick. And he just did both at the same time and missed the ball. Oh, he was acres offside as well. Højbjerg tried to do a no-look pass and gave the ball away. And Arda Güler spreads it out to the left-hand side. Are we going to see Bellingham come on? That's what I want to know. He is on the bench. Both Bellinghams. Both in the Dortmund game and the Real Madrid game. Nemcha comes off. Oh, Bellingham just comes on as well for Dortmund. As I said that. And he's got... Yeah, I saw that. He's got Job on the back of his name. Because apparently he doesn't want to live in the shadows of his brother. But you went to the same team that your brother was at. So, what then? Did you see Eriksen signed for Wolfsburg? No, I didn't, you know. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. That is a very random signing. Come on, man. Bring on Angel Gomez. I'm trying to see Angel Gomez. Juve trying to go for that third goal. Oh, called offside, I think. O'Reilly and Dogby are both off. Oh, they're bringing on another striker. Yeah, that Wolfsburg signing is like a little bit of what he did at Brentford. Maybe. Does this look like the Al Hilal kit? A little bit. A little bit. But they're both sponsored by Puma as well. I told you guys, these brands, they don't customize shirts for clubs anymore. They just make I feel like they make a batch of different designs in the season and then just give it out to clubs. Because a lot of Puma kits look similar. A lot of Adidas kits look similar. A lot of Nike kits look similar. The only team I think this season from Adidas that don't have a kit that looks like anybody else's kit is Liverpool. And I think it's just because they've returned to Adidas for the first time in a long time from being with Nike. So I think all of the kits that Adidas made them this season were like one of one. Bayern is rare. No, I feel like Bayern's kits, I think sometimes they look similar, like the blueprint of the kit looks similar. You think it's similar to Real Madrid? Vinny, oh my god. Vinny's trying to spin a man that he spun himself in the process. Vinny was really trying to do the stepovers. He made himself dizzy in the process. And he wins the ball back. Greenwood leaves something on him for a corner. I do like Al Hilal's kit though. I've been meaning to get it. I've just ordered a couple of new kits, so I'm gonna wait for them to come. But I ordered the Black United kit, which I'm looking forward to, and I think I got the blue Monaco kit. Oh, oh, good ball in. No one there. No one there, and they win another corner. Militao, Vinny, someone should be on that. Someone should really, really be on that. Oh, what's happening? People shoving each other around. Oh. Ooh. They're having... Who's on the floor? The keeper's on the floor. What's happening? What did Carvajal do to the keeper? He tried to head, but come on. He didn't touch you. Oh. Actually, he did. He did headbutt him. It was a very, very soft headbutt, but he did headbutt him. You know what? The commentators are saying the keeper went down like he got hit by a bus. But I'm sorry, if anybody touches you with their head in football, you go down. And they're getting sent off. He might go off for that. Why is someone cleaning the bottom of his boots while he's laying down on the floor? His teammate is cleaning the bottom of his boots. What the hell? Look at this. Why is Højbjerg cleaning the bottom of his boots while the keeper's laying down flat on the floor? Surely Carvajal's going off for that. Hot-headed for no reason. Hot-headed for no reason. I think he should go off, just to make the game a bit exciting. Madrid gonna save him? No, it's not. Haven't you seen Real Madrid are making a whole complaint and a documentary about basically how the refs are against them in La Liga? Well, I think it's even in football in general. I don't know. Real Madrid fans are always complaining about the refs. It's so funny. Oh, I forgot to update the scoreboard. I'm such an idiot. Go on. VAR, what are you telling us? He's going over to the monitor to look. This is a red, I think. I think if VAR is telling him to go look at it, I think it's a red. Why? That's stupid, man. They're showing him a still image, yeah? But show him that... Oh, he's done. He's done. Like... The ref is looking at it. He just needs to look at it once to make his call. It's because he goes in. Like, if he didn't and they just squared up to each other like this, alright, cool. But it's the fact that he goes in like this is just stupid. It's so silly. And the worst thing is if he goes off, like, Real Madrid have been in the game the whole time. Let's go on. He's going to announce it. Oh, he doesn't announce it. There you go. Red card. Goodbye, Carvajal. He took the bait. He did. He fully took the bait. Goodbye, Carvajal. Look, Mbappe's taking the armband off for him. That is so ridiculous, man. Now Xabi Alonso are going to be forced to play with the back three. Or what they're going to do, slap Fede Valverde at right back. No way Mbappe is their captain. No, he was giving it to Valverde. He was taking it off him and to give it to Valverde. Oh, he even slapped him on the arm. That's how it started. And then he headbutted him. So he slapped him on the arm and then he gave him a minor little headbutt. Yeah, you're done for, bro. You are done for. Dortmund win a free kick. Oh, Juve win a free kick. Job giving away a free kick. There you go, and they're down to 10 men. If Marseille go on to win this, and Arda Güler's been hooked, I guess they gotta sacrifice someone. Oh my god, they brought on Asensio. How can you bring on Asensio? This guy is one of the worst players that I've ever watched in Real Madrid's backline. He is horrendous. He's given away... Well, this guy's a fraud. He's going to give away a goal. He's going to give away a goal. Mark my words, guys. Asensio is going to give away a goal. The guy got no brain... All his brain cells are in his kneecaps. Yeah, he is on trial as well, yeah. I think he is. The guy's got 0 brain cells. Are they playing 3 in the back or no? They're playing a very high line though. They're playing a very, very high line. Nah, they're playing a back 4, but they're playing Brahim Diaz as a right back. What? What? Am I seeing this correctly? Is that Brahim Diaz at right back? Or right wing back? I don't know. No, that's a sense. What? They're playing a back 5. Okay, they're playing a back 5 with Brahim Diaz as a right wing back. Okay, cool. Bet. I don't know why Postman, I don't know why they didn't sign Mascara. That was the most obvious Real Madrid signing this summer. Especially for that price tag as well. It's crazy. Arsenal have a gem on their hands. Oh, Aubameyang off the laser off to Greenwood, gets intercepted. Oh, the ref just stopped an attack for Real Madrid to call it offside for them. So he should have just played it on. I don't know. I felt like he should have played that on. For the sake of my agenda, guys, I need Asensio to give away a penalty or something. Just for the sake of my agenda, you know. Florentino Perez's checks are bouncing. Ever since they've been on this witch hunt against the officials, nothing goes their way. Fede, there you go. Run into all that space that you got. Aubameyang tracking back. He's like 50 years old and he's tracking back. I rate it. Edge of the box to Mbappe. He tries to do a half-hearted volley / flying kick. Watching Champions League made me realise we have too many dead ballers at United. I'm not buying into this idea that United have dead ballers, man, guys. I'm not buying into it. Why'd you hate Asensio? I just think he's so good. I don't think he's a good player. I think he's horrible. I don't know how Real Madrid start him. Like, he was one of their biggest, I think, weak links last season. Vinicius, 3-man on him. He kicks it ahead of him and runs the opposite direction. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Meanwhile, Dortmund might get a 4th. Guirassy goes for goal, blocked, but he's calling for a handball. Penalty to Dortmund. Yeah, penalty to Dortmund. Guirassy takes a shot, and who is that sliding on the floor? Is that Bremer? Who is that gives away the penalty? Let's see what this penalty is for. Okay, he goes for goal. Yeah, that's a blatant handball. He slides, but leaves his hand trailing. Lloyd Kelly. Oh, that's kind of harsh, you know. That's kind of harsh for that to be a pen. But I expect UEFA to give those kind of pens. This is my guy. My guy has just come on for Marseille. Are they arguing over who's taking the penalty? Are Dortmund arguing over who's taking the penalty? Oh my god. Dortmund are actually arguing over who's taking the penalty. And the manager is shouting at them saying, give it to Guirassy. What? It's the first match day of Champions League. You lot are fighting over who's taking the penalty. I don't know why Ben Sabani is so mad right now. He's fuming. What the hell? I thought it was common knowledge that your striker takes the penalty, like most of the time anyways. You're a defender and you're getting pissed off that you're not allowed to take the penalty. What's going on? Anyways, VAR is checking the penalty. Vinny goes for goal straight to the keeper. At least test the keeper from there, Vinny. Ben Sabani is crap anyway, bro. You're left back. I don't know why he's literally fighting his cause for the penalty. He even slammed the ball on the floor. Tchouaméni wins it back for Real Madrid. And they've given the penalty, by the way. VAR has given it. Vinny. Oh, great tackle. Great tackle. And it's a handball. It's a penalty in Real Madrid game as well. It's a penalty from a handball in the Real Madrid game. So both games have a penalty from a handball. This is a huge problem. Huge problem. Guirassy is stepping up, by the way, for the penalty. Alright, let's see what happens here. He slides in, and it's just the trailing hand. Oh, he puts his hand into the ball. Guirassy is not taking it. By the way, Ben Sabani, the defender, gets his way, and he's taking the penalty. Well, for the sake of the story, I hope he misses. Just because, why are you taking the penalty off your striker? 3-2 to Dortmund. Can they make it 4-2? Ben Sabani steps up. And he scores. He sent the keeper completely, by the way. But it's just very hard for me to be happy for him because he threw a fit to get that penalty. Yeah, Medina's on a yellow as well. So if he gets a yellow for this handball, he's going off. But I don't think he's giving it to him. Oh, that Florentino Perez check that you lot were saying bounced back. They cashed it. They cashed it. Keeper went the right way first time. He just couldn't get onto it. Mbappe. Just run and take it. Don't do no weird run up. Mbappe. Oh, goes same way. Keeper gets a hand to it, but it's not enough and he scores. I did say 2-1 to Real Madrid. That's unlucky for the keeper, guys. That's really unlucky for the keeper because he goes the right way. He gets even a hand to it, but it's just not enough. The Madrid penalty was a bit harsh. A pen's a pen, bro. I can't lie. Both. The fact that Real Madrid have not scored from open play, despite the fact that they've had about 30 shots on goal. And the fact that the keeper went the right way both times. And the second time he got a hand to it. Just not enough. It's quite unfortunate for the keeper. I can't lie. The keeper, he's been let down. Rui has been let down today, I think. I think he's been let down by 2 stupid penalties that have been given away. Meanwhile, Dortmund 4, Juve 2. Mbappe, sorry, how are you celebrating after scoring 2 pens? That's so shameless. I'm so amazed, guys, at the fact that Dortmund are winning 4-2. Because in the first half, they had 1 shot on goal. Forget even being on target. They only had 1 shot on goal. And now they're winning 4-2. Real is so shite today, so undeserved. That's the thing with Real Madrid, is even when they ain't at their best, they still pull it off. Still though, there's still a lot of football to play. Still about 8 minutes plus extra time. Oh my god, Benfica are losing after being up. Højbjerg spins, gets away. Greenwood with the ball. Why didn't he play it to the middle to Aubameyang? Out to the wide. Weah. Højbjerg with the ball. Marseille are just passing it around right now. They put a delivery in. Militao gets a header to it. Juve trying to get that third. They're trying to go for that third. Make sure you lot hit the like button if you've just come through. By the way, big up to all of you lot that stuck around throughout the game. It's literally Juve Dortmund got a minute left of regular time. And then about 6 or so minutes left of the Real Madrid game. So big up to you lot. And remember, I'll be live tomorrow as well for a double watch along. So come through for that. Should be a fun one. Zegrov with the ball. Is he going to go for goal? Oh, he hesitates. Gets blocked. Off. Juve nearly, but not. Greenwood goes short to Pavard. And Vinicius nicks it off him. Tchouaméni with the ball. Real Madrid might be on the break here. They might be on the break for a third. Mbappe plays a poor pass, I think, to Brahim Diaz, who still manages to keep a hold of it. And Mbappe... Why is... This is what I don't understand, guys. Brahim Diaz, keeper, makes a save. Vinny is making a poor run there because you got Mbappe making the run on the left. You got Brahim Diaz on the left. Why are you now coming out to the left instead of making that run across the box for the cut for the cut across? Why are you now coming out to the left? Now all three of you are in the same position. That makes no sense. Meanwhile, Marseille up the other end. Come on, Amine Gouiri, what you got for me? Lays it off for Højbjerg. To Greenwood. 1v1 against Carrington. Goes for goal. Forces Courtois into a save. You know that's Greenwood's bag. Cutting in onto his left foot and shooting. Was that his... That might have been his 50th, yeah. They said he was one off from 50 goals. Yo, Vinny's fall off, yeah, in the last 12 months really needs to be studied, man. Real Madrid looks so much better when Mbappe starts and Vinny doesn't. Do you know how crazy that is? If you said that to me 3 years ago, that Real Madrid looked better when Vinny's not starting, I would have laughed. Pascal Gross is coming on for Dortmund. And Guirassy comes off. Job well done for him. He's pissed about not taking that penalty. Can Marseille get something? They might be able to. Oh, poor pass, man. Oh, and then another poor pass. Oh my god, the ref got in his way and he's... Why do he look like he's about to square up to the ref? Gouiri. Pachau. 1-2. Højbjerg. Goes for goal. Ooh, over the bar. You know it's weird when Højbjerg is the tiki-taka creative in this game. You know what I realised though? Real Madrid today, I don't think they really tested Rui too much. I think everything was straight at him. So I don't really think they've tested him too much. There was a couple of shots that I remember testing him, but overall, for the 20-something shots that they've had at goal, not many of them have truly, truly tested him, I would say. Dortmund gotta get it out. Otherwise, they give it straight back to Juve. And it's a goal! It's another goal for Juve. Vlahovic again. Vlahovic coming off the bench to score twice for Juve. And they might actually nick it back, you know, because there's about 4 minutes left of extra time. Or there's about 3 minutes left of extra time. And I said if Dortmund don't get the ball out, Juve might punish them. And they do exactly that. Just a great ball in to Vlahovic, who gets in front of his man. Post and in. Cobble don't even stand a chance. I don't know who he's shouting at. Vlahovic, man, is just a weird striker sometimes. Vlahovic stock's rising. Free agent in 10 months. Yeah, people going to line up for him. The same way no one lined up for Jonathan David. It's a corner for Marseille. Guri is taking it. Go on, Guri. What you got for us? He was meant to ball out in 22, man, for Morocco at the World Cup, and then he tore his ACL. Great delivery. Greenwood just scuffs it. And it's 4-3. Dortmund versus Juve. Do you know this is so typical, guys? I told you, it's so typical. This game gave us no goals in the first half. And then all the goals come in the second half. And they're going for that fourth. A minute and a half to go. Kefran Turam on the ball. How much extra time in this Madrid game? Dortmund on the break, a 2v1. Adeyemi with the ball. Oh, gets just about intercepted. Great defending. 1-2, Brahim Diaz and Fede. Back to Fede. They're just going to hold it in the corner flag. Oh, he puts a delivery in and wins a corner. Hey, if Vlahovic scores a hat-trick, guys, the way he's darting down that channel right now, oh my god. If Vlahovic scores a hat-trick, he puts a delivery in. Oh my god, it's 4-4! Oh my god, it's 4-4! Is that Lloyd Kelly that scored the equaliser? What the hell? And it's a delivery from Vlahovic. It's a delivery. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It's a delivery from Vlahovic, who makes that whole chance for Juve. He created that entire chance for Juve by bursting down the right channel, gets the ball, delivery in, Lloyd Kelly, unmarked. Everyone's too busy calling for the linesman to call offside. Is that offside? No, he's on. He's on. Great run. He's done it again. Lloyd Kelly has done it again. He scored on the weekend as well. And he's done it again. From 4-2 down to 4-4. Juve gave us an amazing game on the weekend, and they've given us a fantastic one today too. Yeah, that might be the best game of the day, guys. That might... Oh, the VAR's checking. Why is VAR checking it? He's onside. 7 minutes extra time, by the way, in the Real Madrid game. Come on, Marseille. What you got for us? Corner for Marseille. Millwall equalised versus Palace. Damn. What's the Villa score? Is it still 1-1? Vlahovic, game changer. Vlahovic, game changer. Greenwood? Ooh, where's that ball gone? Has it even landed? How long has Vlahovic ain't even been on the pitch that long? By the way, I think VAR has... Is he giving it? He's giving it. VAR has given the goal. As they should, by the way. When did Vlahovic come on? Vlahovic came on in the 60th minute. He had 30 minutes of football. That's crazy. And game done, by the way. Game over. Game over for Juve versus Dortmund. Literally, the last kick of the game, they equalise it. That is Champions League football at its best. What's he going to get? A Team of the Week card? I can't stand Asensio, man. I don't know what it is. He's done... Maybe because I just don't like crap footballers. Yo, Lloyd Kelly's having a great week, man. Who would have thought? Not me. Not me. Whew. I told you guys that game was not going to disappoint. Let me make a... I might make a video for that Dortmund game. Actually, nah, let me not. Is it an underbelly Asensio thing? It's actually not. He's just not a great... He's not good enough to be playing for Real Madrid. Like, I feel like Real Madrid neglected their centre-back position over the last couple of seasons. Obviously, signing Dean Howson changed it, but I think they needed another one. Obviously, they wanted Lenny Yoro last summer, but yeah, Mosquera should have been... Like, I feel like when there's a player on the market that you want, you should go all out for them. I get that Real Madrid don't want to spend big consistently on players, but if you're willing to drop a lot of money on a player like Mastantuono or like Endrick, you want a Kanate, go and drop money on him. You want a Saliba, go and drop money on him. Like, they don't want to pay for some players, and some players they do want to pay for them, and it makes no sense. The South American players, they'll always pay the money for them. I feel like after Neymar went to Barca, they probably vowed to never miss out on another young wonder kid from South America. Greenwood with the ball. Højbjerg. They got a lot of players in. They got a lot of players in the box for Real Madrid. But Marseille managed to win a corner. Yo, Vlahovic wearing a shooting sleeve is killing me, guys. This is not NBA Vlahovic. You don't have to wear the shooting sleeve. When footballers do it, Pogba does it, I always laugh. Because why are you wearing a shooting sleeve? Greenwood delivery in. It's a deep one. Straight over the bar. Let me see. Oh man, I gotta get ready for my shoot tomorrow after this. Like, I can't even go relax and watch TV. I have to go through my script and prepare for that because I decided to do a stream. So make sure you hit the like button, man. We got a minute and a half left. If Marseille could get a goal, that would be great. That would be fun. I just want to upset for Real Madrid. It looks good on Pog. Are you talking about the shooting sleeve? I just find shooting sleeve weird. It's like in the NBA when I see a center wearing a shooting sleeve. I find it weird. Like, shooting sleeve should be for like guards and, you know, forwards, whatever. But now obviously centers are, big men are more likely to shoot threes and, you know, have a jump shot, etc. But yeah, I used to find it weird back in the day when centers wore shooting sleeves. And in football, it's just weird wearing a shooting sleeve. I wear a shooting sleeve in football, but that's just because I want to cover my arms. Not because I think I'm Pogba. Free kick to Marseille, who take it quickly. Oh, ref brings it back. Game's nearly done. They got to take that free kick. Alvaro Carreras has had a good game, by the way. He's such a good player, and I think that's what pisses me off more when I watch him for Real Madrid is the fact that he should have been at United. Couple of seconds left. If they don't get the ball, they go back. Marseille are so dumb. What? Why did they go back? Why did they go back there when there was literally like 3 seconds left? Maybe he has to cover tattoos with sleeves, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's so random to wear a shooting sleeve though. But there we have it, guys. I can't believe Vinny was actually playing for 20 something minutes. I don't remember Vinny doing anything. I need to actually go look at his stats, because I don't recall Vinny doing anything there. But make sure you lot hit the like button, guys. Be sure to subscribe as well if you are new here. Big up to everyone that stuck around for the watch along, man. It goes a long way. Much appreciated. As I mentioned, tomorrow we will be live again, 7:45 p.m. For Liverpool versus Atletico. Apparently, Isak is potentially going to make his debut. So we'll be live for that. And also we'll be live for Chelsea versus Bayern Munich. So that's two very good Champions League matchups that we have coming this week. Low key though, guys, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I prefer just doing match reactions instead of watch-alongs. So if I don't always do a watch-along, you know to expect a match reaction most of the time. McGinn missed his penalty. Oh, why did I turn it? Oh, let me see this. I don't care about Aston Villa. I'll keep it a buck. I don't care about the EFL. Perez payments are always on time. Listen, don't ever doubt Don Perez, because he will always come through for his team. That's one thing about him. He will always come through for his team. But listen, guys, be sure to hit the like button on your way out. I will be back tomorrow, inshallah, for a watch along and a match reaction. So I'll catch you guys all then, guys. I'm out. Have a good one. Peace out, guys.